What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, I look rough this morning. So it's Monday. I didn't vlog at all yesterday. I relaxed. I had, honestly, a really good day. I worked on a suit top. I got it finished early. Ryan and I hung out together a little bit, and then we went to the pool for about an hour, and then we came back, grabbed the dogs, and took the dogs to the little like doggy area at our apartment complex, and let them run around for only about 15 minutes because it was so hot, and then came back and we just watched movies and hung out the rest of the day. It was really nice, and honestly, I really needed that. We did increase my food quite a bit. So I'm gonna do a full day of eating in this video, starting with today. And I will put that in here, but anyway, food is increased. Training is going down to 4 days a week. I'll be hitting glutes all 4 days. And I'll be hitting shoulders all 4 days, and I'll have 2 back in there. And if I remember, I'll kind of explain like why I broke my training down this way. Also, why I'm dropping from 5 to 4 days is because I'm just rolling through burning calories at the moment. So I'm gonna have hopefully 3 days to where I won't be training and my food will still be the same. So hopefully that will help like keep my fullness where it needs to be. Because even after my day yesterday and all the food that I ate, I stepped on the scale this morning and I was 126.6. So right now I am struggling with the part that most people don't, and this happens to me a lot. Again, it's my genetics. It's my metabolism. Just annoying. This is why in the off season, like, I do very minimal cardio. I eat a ton of food and I train heavy. But, you know, anyway. So when I show you this full day of eating, please keep in mind that this is for me. What I am doing right now and some of the things that I'm using are probably not conventional for your normal bodybuilding prep, regardless of the division that you're in. But people always love to see, like, I think people are just curious. People who have enough common sense about them are gonna know I don't need to copy this meal plan verbatim because her body is obviously different than mine. And most people are going to see what I'm eating and be like, I would gain weight on that. You know what I mean? And that is the goal, to make me gain weight. So, take everything on this, you know, FDOE with a grain of salt, and just remember to be smart. And remember that everyone's body's different. If you don't know how to put together a meal plan for yourself, feel free to contact me. I will help you out with that. But anyway, also on the agenda today, I have an appointment with my client Angie, who is an esthetician, and I have decided to get filler in my face. It's just looking so gaunt right here, and I even noticed it this off season. Usually my face gets like fuller and rounder. It didn't happen. So I'm wanting to get filler in my face. Hopefully it will last a year. I am going to talk to her about touching my Botox again, just because my metabolism has been on fire and I feel like I've just ran through my Botox. So I'm going to see if she'll go over my forehead again and see if she can't give me a little bit of eyebrow lift as well. What else? I have to call the dermatologist today and reschedule my appointment to get that lipoma removed. I also want them to look at this one, because I think that's a lipoma as well. And, oh, I am going to call today and go ahead and make an appointment to go in and have my boobs looked at, because I am on a mission to get my implants replaced this year. So, anyway, guys, that's where we're at. I've got to leave at 9:30 to head to the studio to meet this client for her bikini top. I had to completely remake a bikini top. She had told me a D cup. I had made it a D cup, but she's gone through a major weight loss, so she just has a lot of skin and stuff. So the D cup was not doing it. She really needed like an E cup for the width. So that's why I spent yesterday working on a suit. I'm gonna meet her, drop that off. I'm gonna come back, hopefully pick up Ryan, and we can head to train around 11:30. At least I think he's gonna go with me. I don't know. But I'll come back. I'll eat a meal and make my post workout, and we'll leave. And after that, I plan on coming back home, showering, resting, relaxing, and watching the ballerina. So I'm a big John Wick fan. I'm a big Marvel fan. Yesterday I watched Thunderbolts, loved it. So today I'm gonna watch John Wick, ballerina, and I'm excited for it. So anyway, let me get rolling here. Okay guys, I am on my way to meet my client for the red suit top that I had to rush and get done last minute. I'm gonna end up making bottoms to go with the other suit top that didn't fit, and try to sell it. So anyway, so you saw my first meal this morning. That's what I mean by it's very unconventional for a bodybuilding prep. But these are some of the foods that I ate in off season as well. And I really focused in my off season on trying to have minimal ingredient foods. So I make my own nut milks, right? Because it doesn't have the gums in it, right? And it's just whatever I put in it and water. Let's see, I had used Fairlife milk some, because literally all it was ultra filtered low fat. It was ultra filtered, right? Whatever. And I think enzymes, and that was it. So like the cheeses, for example, I never did the fat-free cheeses. I never did the shredded cheeses. I never did the sliced cheese. I always I started using the blocks of cheese because they're all natural. The sourdough bread, that's something I had started seeing bodybuilders do overseas, and I was like, why are they doing this? And then a lot of them talked about how, you know, because it is a fermented food, because the sourdough starter is fermented, it's good for your gut. So I was like, you know, I'm really trying to focus on my lower abdomen and trying to get whatever bloat or issues I had going on there taken care of. So that's why I started doing the sourdough bread. I sought out, first I found a lady in Clarksville that's 45 minutes away, and she would come through Nashville. So I was setting up times with her, and I would get like 5 to 6 loaves at a time and freeze them. Then I found someone local. In the meantime, I was also on the hunt to find a sourdough bread that I could just buy if I ran out. And I found one. It's called Izzo's, Izzio, I believe is how it's spelled. And again, 4 ingredients: the culture, flour, water, salt, and that's it. So that's what you saw me eating today. I do have the other loaves, but I had bought some of those, so I'm going to try to eat on some of those before I start on Sunflower Sourdough's bread. And that's the name of her company, Sunflower Sourdough. So if you're in Nashville or local, like to the East Nashville area, that's where she is, and she does deliver. And then the jam, the jelly, I find at the farmer's market, or there's, what is that brand called? Saint something. I'll try to look when I get back home. They have very minimal ingredients as well. It's literally like the fruit, sugar, gelatin. That's it. So, and then my farm fresh eggs, right? That come from Ryan's client. And if I don't have eggs from Ryan's client, I get them from Spouts or Publix. It's the blue box of the Happy Eggs. Those are the best. My next meal is yogurt. Again, not a lot of people have that in a bodybuilding prep, but I use Siggy's or Fayet. I really love both of those. And again, it's minimal ingredients, and it is also good for your gut. I have fruit at that meal, and I have coconut manna. I do the coconut manna because it's a little bit sweeter, and that's my fat. So you'll see that in the next one. But, you know, my next meal is, it has changed now, but it was a protein shake and rice cakes. Now, the rice cakes, I would do the flavored ones. So, obviously more ingredients there. But again, rice cakes are usually just puffed rice. And then, of course, the protein powder. But I try to get a protein powder that doesn't have gums in it or doesn't have a lot of gums. Because if you look at protein powders, and I think this was fucking me up too, and Ryan, because he was having gut issues. And when we cut out his true mass, his gut issues stopped. So, a lot of powders have like all these different gums in them. Xanthan gum, guar gum, all these other gums, right? And they're thickening agents. And you gotta think, it thickens up in your gut too. So, any like protein powder that I use, I try to make sure that it has minimal gums in it, like one. Or I did find one that has none. I can't remember the name. I haven't started using it yet. I have 2 tubs of it. I'm trying to use up what I have first. I'm trying to talk louder because I know that my car is loud. That's what you get when you straight pipe your car. So my next meal has been turkey, or at that post-workout meal, we're now doing a third cup of cream of rice. And I've got Bowl of Gains that I'm using up, but I will start using cream of rice that I found. It's from an Indian brand, and it's literally just ground up rice. Like, there's no extra additives, there's no like extra iron added in it, and I don't need extra iron. I have high iron anyway. So there's that. I'll start using it afterwards. I also got buckwheat to try as well, because again, it's just one thing, buckwheat, that's it. My next meal is usually turkey and potatoes. So, you know what? Hang on. Sorry. While I was talking, I realized I had told my meal prep lady, Jen, that I didn't eat potatoes because we were going to try to do cream of rice at that meal. But then we changed it up. So, my next meal is turkey and potatoes, and that's it. And then my last meal is a little concoction. So, it is egg whites, oatmeal, and I just mix it in a shaker cup and pour it out and make a little pancake out of it. And then I top it with peanut butter, and I usually use ground up or the the kind that you can get from Sprouts that comes in like the clear container, like that's actually done. And then or Crazy Richard's peanuts. The only ingredient in it is peanuts. And then I do, it depends on how I'm feeling, but I do a mix of between like 72% and 90% dark chocolate in there. And I do 1 square. And then at night, if I need some extra carbs or something like that, or Ryan has told me, you know, you need to eat a little bit more, I'll have dates. So dates have been a big thing for me this year. I really like them. They taste good. And I don't feel like they impact me negatively in any type of way. So dates have been a good go-to for me this year. And I can do the cheap brand or whatever. Everyone talks about Medjool dates, and I will say they are good. They're ridiculously expensive, but they are delicious. So anyway, guys, there's that. And that's kind of a rundown on like how my food is put together now. Like now, as in, I'm talking about like just yesterday. So I had kind of been doing a version of this. I would leave the cheese out. I wasn't doing the cream of rice, but you know, we're trying to add more calories so I can get my weight back up. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I wanted to just kind of give that rundown while I was in the car on the way here, and I had time to like think about it, all that kind of stuff. So it is 9:54. I'm supposed to be meeting her at 10. So I'm like 2 minutes away from my studio. I'm gonna let you guys go and catch you in the next one. All right, that is done and taken care of. 10:17 and I'm out. Top fit perfect this time, thank God. That was a super huge stress for me. But yeah, we're done. Hello guys. Man, I have so much shit to do today. It is Wednesday, and it is about to start my 6-day work week, rolling into next Tuesday. I am leaving my house now. So I've got to drop the dogs off at the studio. I've got to go to the post office, so get what I did. Ugh, I'm so stupid. I had ordered some material for suits, and why is this not staying? I don't understand, whatever. I had ordered some material for suits, right? I put my new address, old zip code. So where do they go? I guess to the post office in Madison. So I don't know how long this will take. I wonder if I can leave my car running and lock the doors, because I would love to not backtrack, but I've got to go downtown and sign some paperwork for the transitional living house that Sam, my business partner, and I are working on starting. So I've got to go do that, and then I've got to head back to the studio, and I've got clients starting at 1 o'clock, but I have suit work that I have to do. I would really love to be back and have all of this done by 11. That way I could just go in and work on suits. They're fit model suits, but nonetheless, like, I have to do shit to them. So, fit model suits, but yeah, I gotta there's no stoning. And I pretty much have the base done. I've got to work on like the side straps and all that kind of stuff. So there's that. I've also got a super late day today. Like, I will likely not get home until 8 o'clock tonight. I've got clients until probably 6:45, and then I had someone contact me on Facebook. She is having issues with 2 of the suits that she has. She's going to be competing in 2 weeks. Or no, she may be competing. No, she'll be competing in 2 weeks. And wait, what is this? What am I? No, she's competing this weekend. So she's competing this weekend. She's gonna come in. She already sent me pictures and video of the suit. I think I can alter them, but she says she's not super happy with them anyway, and she's thinking about buying another suit. So she's wanting to look at some of my suits that I have and see if there's any that she likes or wants to get instead of the ones that she has, which is cool. I'm down for that. So anyway, that's what all's going on today. So next, I want to update you guys on all the food I've been eating. I still haven't gotten my post-workout. That's the only meal I'm missing for this like full day of eating thing. I ended up actually eating more food yesterday, and I only gained 0.2 pounds. So my metabolism is rolling at this point, and I'm trying to like keep up with the food. Like, I'll be honest, last night I was so full. I did not want to eat my last meal. Like, I was not even hungry. And I was like, no, we're going to eat this last meal. We didn't do carbs in it. We just did the fats because I was so full. So I just did like extra fats. Like, I was full. So I had what did I have extra? I had an extra slice of sourdough that morning. I had an extra slice of sourdough with my turkey meal. And that's what made me so full. And then I also had 2 packs of Jen's protein bites. And that's where we're at. So we're pretty much keeping food the same today. I did not bring my cream of rice with me. Just because I don't think I'm going to have time to like make it. When I'm at work, it's easier for me to just like keep going and have meals that are like easier to get down. So I have my rice cakes with me, and Jen is dropping off food for both me and Ryan. So I know she'll bring protein bites, so I should have protein bites as well. So there's that. Yeah. Anyway. Weight is like barely creeping up. However, I am looking fuller. And I am staying tight. So I'm happy with that. I think I had talked to you guys earlier in this video and said we were going to try to do maybe like 10 minutes of cardio. So we decided not to do the 10 minutes of cardio, mainly because I was already eating so much and not gaining weight. So we didn't want to continue to burn through food with the extra 10 minutes. However, my workouts...
Crash reported ahead.
However, my workouts have a lot of volume in them. I'll be honest, I'm sore. Also, to try to get some more volume in my shoulders, I've been doing Mass Monster by Amino Asylum. Now, as you guys know, Amino Asylum was shut down for, the FDA didn't shut them down, but because of one of their past business partners, they decided to close. Mass Monster it's not a peptide, it's like a combination of like L-carnitine and something, like some stuff to like help you get a better pump. So Monday and Tuesday I tried it. I did it in my shoulders and in my glutes, and I will say I did get quite a pump. Kitty, I did get quite a pump in my shoulders and glutes both days. Now I'm not doing it on non-training days. Today is a non-training day. Not doing it today. However, I will do it tomorrow and Friday, and I'm gonna try it up until the show and just see if it makes a difference. I'm also still working on getting this tan off. Been scrubbing, been putting like baby oil and stuff on. It has just been a mess. So I've got to get that done as well. I'm taking 2 suits with me to this show. I'm taking a true red suit with red stones, and I'm taking a blue suit. So it's a dark, almost navy blue velvet, but it's covered in sapphire stones, and then it fades down to black. So I'm taking those 2 suits. That's it. So it's either going to be red or blue for this show. And anything else? Oh, I got my new pack of extensions in yesterday because the ones that I wore for Universe were just done with. By the way, that is synthetic hair. Both of those packs cost me like $60. So, and I really didn't have to do anything except curl a little bit of my front hair and kind of smooth things down. But I got it in. I switched out some of my jewelry because my bracelets that I wore were so fucking hard to clasp that I could barely get them on and I could barely get them off. So I switched those out for just like some generic rhinestone bracelets. Actually, 2 bracelets. One of the bracelets I've had since I first started competing. And I switched out some earrings and stuff and whatever. So there's that. But anyway, my show day bag is pretty much packed and ready to go. I washed all of my tan clothes, all that kind of stuff. What I do need to remember to do is to take my sleeping bag. Since I'm driving, I can take my sleeping bag with me. So I'll take my sleeping bag. Hopefully I remember. If I don't, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know how some of these people get tan all over these sheets. I guess they sleep in shorts or whatever. But I sleep in what you see me in, like those yoga pants and that big shirt and stuff. Like, that's what I sleep in. Anything else? Everything should, like, literally everything's ready to go. I just need to pack up and drive there. The driving's gonna be the worst part, but I made pretty good time last year, and it really wasn't a terrible drive. Like, once you kind of get past Cincinnati, it's not that bad. You have to get on this exit after you get past Cincinnati, and that exit's the worst thing to get on. But once you get off of that exit, like, it's pretty much, you're almost like a straight line this way from there. What else? Yeah, that's it. Everything's paid for, everything's ready to go. I don't really have anything else to say, guys. I will say this, I'm tired of wearing this waist trainer, but I'm scared not to wear it because I've gotten so used to wearing it. I do think it has helped with my waist some. So I only wore it for maybe like 3 hours yesterday. It might have been 2.5 actually. And I was like, I don't want to wear this anymore today. But I am wearing it today because I'm not training today. Ooh, sorry, Kitty. Thought that car was coming across on us. I'm not training today or anything like that, so so I have it on, and I'll pretty much wear it all day today. So it'll be a good 8-hour wear day for this thing, if not longer. I've decided to go to the post office first. I think the dogs are going to be fine in here for the time that I'm in there. So I'm going to go to the post office first, stop by the studio, drop them in my backpack off, head downtown, sign that paperwork, and hopefully get back before 11 o'clock. Hopefully I can do all this before 11. I feel like I'll be able to, but we'll see. I am going downtown, so who the fuck knows what parking's going to be like. I might have to walk a mile just to get to this place. Alright guys, well I just spent 30 minutes driving around downtown Nashville. I fucking hate driving in downtown. It is a nightmare to navigate. And I got stuck in traffic. What a waste of an hour. I didn't get to sign any documents. I talked with the lawyer's secretary. She's been really nice. She had texted him. Unfortunately, he's in mediation. He had texted back something like 400 or 400. She wasn't sure. And I'm like, I don't think I owe any money. Pretty sure it's already been paid for. But I can't do 4 o'clock regardless. So anyway, she's going to help me try to figure out what's going on. So I'm heading back to the studio now. It is 10:21. Hopefully I'll be able to work on these fit model suits and get these fit model suits done and taken care of. That way I don't have to worry about them. Here we are again, guys. Yo, last night, son of a gun. Last night I did not get home until 8:45. I am so tired. I was literally going all day. Just over it. Tried to stay at home as long as I could today. I actually did some work from home this morning. Got clients scheduled, etc. So, yeah, there's that. I'm heading to the studio now. As soon as I get there, I've got to repackage this suit for a client that I did a return for her. So I forgot to alter the suit top, and I thought about it last night. I'm like, thank God I was actually late last night and didn't get to go by the post office. So as soon as I get to the studio, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna train. I was sore yesterday. This new training plan I'm on, I think I like it. I went back to the 4-day-a-week, 4 exercises for upper, 4 for lower. Some days might have 5 if it's a day I'm hitting back. On back day, I've been hitting 3. Just because some of my feedback from Justin Randall was not necessarily that I needed, what is he trying to say? I guess more density in my back, but he said he would focus on my lats a little bit more, so I had a little bit more lat width from the side, or in my side pose. So doing that, and of course upper glutes. I mean, I got home, I ate, I showered, I laid on the couch for probably 45 minutes. I went to the bedroom at like 10-ish, a little after 10 or something like that. And then around 10:30, I put my mask on. I have an eye mask. But I woke up at like 5:51 this morning needing to pee, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. Tomorrow is going to be another slam-packed day, but I do have more like open slots in there. So I've got a FaceTime client in the morning, and then I'm going to leave after her, and I'm going to go train. And then I've got to go to Unique Fitness in Hendersonville, and I have a group posing class that I'm about to start working with there. As soon as I finish that class, I've got to leave and get back to my studio, and then I have clients starting up at 2. But I only have clients running from like 2 to 2:30, and then I have a huge gap, and I don't have clients again until 5:30. So, yeah. I'm almost kind of like, maybe I should train during that time span. But who knows? Something could happen. I would just rather go ahead and get my training done and out of the way. That way, if something happens and I end up having clients all over the place or having to fill slots, I've got that room to play with. And I've got a black figure suit I need to finish working on anyway. So, I'm gonna do that. But, that's what's on the agenda for today. As soon as I get to the studio, fix that suit, repackage it up, eat my food, train, and then get ready to start rolling with clients at 1 o'clock. So that's where we're at, guys. I'll check back in with you later. Ooh, guys, it's hot. Holy crap. Okay. Dang, I gotta get going. It is Friday, 11 o'clock. I am on my way to Gold's in Hendersonville. Gonna get my training in. I have to leave from there and head to a place in Hendersonville called Unique Fitness. It is owned by Ron Cartel, and he has a group of women, so I think it's 3, that he is wanting me to pose every other week in group sessions. So I'm going to start that at 12:30 every other Friday. So I've got that going on today. I am also in the middle of kind of like writing down and formulating kind of like a little itinerary for the posing class. To be honest, there's a squirrel. To be honest, there's not going to be much to it. I'm going to start out. I'm going to introduce everyone that I have there to help. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about stage presence and emoting confidence, even if you don't feel confident. I'm going to talk about why your presentation matters. And I'm going to talk about why posing practice matters and posing conditioning. So after that, my plan is to split everyone up into groups. So I'll have my fit model and bikini. I'm going to kind of group them together. I'll have wellness, which I don't know that I have any wellness people. I do, I'm gonna get kind of Trista and Paris to help with that. And then I may have one or two figure as well. So I'll get Paris to help with that also. So I should have all of my bases covered. Ariel's gonna be there. So if I do need any kind of extra help, I'm gonna have Ariel look at people while I'm like working with people and doing stuff. Because I believe the biggest I'm gonna have is gonna be fit, model, and bikini, which is pretty standard. So yeah, that's where we're at. I've got a pretty large gap in my schedule today. I think I talked about this yesterday, from like 4:15 to 5:15. So I've got one more, what am I trying to say here? I've got one more fit model suit. I need to make it adjustable. Actually, I'm going to try to make this pink one in here adjustable too. So I'm going to make it adjustable, and that'll be done. And then that's it. We'll kind of go from there. Tomorrow's going to kind of be crazy. I've got to get up and head downtown and teach my yoga class. And then I'm going to head back to my studio. I've got one-on-one clients from 10 to 11:15. I have Bonnie in for posing. We're going to hit a quick like 20-minute posing session so I can leave by 11:45 at the latest and head to Gold's in Hendersonville so I can get there around 12 o'clock. They'll have to do like kind of a sign-in sheet and a sign-in waiver, and then that's pretty much it. So then we're gonna get the class started right at 12:30. I want to be done by 2:30, just because I know I have people that are wanting to talk to me afterwards. So I know I've got at least like 3. And then I've got one client that is going to do a private training session with me afterwards. So it's not a training session, posing session. So, yeah. Needless to say, there's a lot going on. So I'm estimating I'm not going to be out of there until like 4 o'clock. I gotta eat in there somewhere too. So anyway, or either I'm gonna have to slam in my 3 meals. That's probably what I'll end up doing. I'll end up slamming in 2 meals, and then while I'm there, I'll drink my shake and eat my rice cakes. So that's kind of where we're at, guys. I am just doing the best that I can, and Ryan looked at me this morning. I meant to get video and I did not. To be honest, I've been so tired. Wednesday wore me out. So that not getting home until almost 9 o'clock at night that day, it literally took the life out of me. I can tell I'm getting older because used to that wouldn't do anything. Now I'm like struggling with it. So there's that. But yeah, we're gonna get in here and get this workout done. Luckily, tomorrow is a rest day for me. And then what I've decided to do is I'm gonna actually train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm gonna be finished with all of my training. I'm going to take Thursday as a rest day, and that's my travel day. And then Friday, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of do like a workout polish stayed on so good, and then I had one nail polish on a toe that popped off, and I was like, really? We could have made it so long together. So I do have to do that tonight, because I'm not going to teach this class in those heels with janky ass toes. So, I don't know how I got off on that. ADD. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hello guys. Oh my god, it has been a busy day. And it's 11:38. I am on my way to Gold's for my posing class. Really had hoped to be there at like 11:45, but that's not gonna happen. Motherfucker. Dude, this is a nightmare to get out. Hang on, I got a GPS. Sorry, I had to GPS and make sure I was on the fastest route. But yeah, my posing class starts at... Man, hopefully this doesn't mess my makeup up. Yeah. Posing class starts at... What is this mofo doing? These people are idiots. 12:30. And if these motherfuckers don't go, I'm not gonna get there on time. Because people are stupid in Nashville. Let me just say that. Like, the dumbest drivers. Anyway, posing class starts at 12:30. I'm hoping to have it finished by 2:30. My plan is introduce myself, introduce the people that are helping me, what else? Kind of talk about stage presence and confidence. Talk about posing conditioning, and then break everyone up and start working on posing with each person in groups. So there's that. Let's see what else. Finish off with a mock show. And yeah, close out the class. Eugene and Heather are gonna be there. They're gonna be videoing and getting like some video footage and stuff for me. So that'll be nice. And that's it, guys. There we are. All right, gang. Posing class went great. I feel like I can organize it better, though. I feel like it can be better. I got great feedback. Everyone really liked it. Everyone enjoyed like the class and everything, and talked about how much they liked it, but I just feel like it can be better. So the next one I put on, I really want to sit down and come up with like a better plan on how I want things to run. Even though in my mind, like, I had things running kind of how I had planned, I just feel like it could be better. Like, it could go smoother. Like, I need to have time limits for stuff also. So, yeah, that's where we're at on that. But anyway, Eugene and Heather were there, and we, I think, got some good content and got some good group pictures and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for the pictures and everything, and we'll see, and we'll go from there. What is up, guys? Happy Sunday. Just closing this then I'll plan accordingly. I had Eugene and Heather there, and they're gonna get me like pictures and videos and stuff later. So that'll probably be in another YouTube video to come. But yeah, so this week, I did a check-in this morning. I did not take video. I was in my bra and panties, and I'm just not going to post check-in video of myself in a bra and a thong. Our suits pretty much are thongs, but I had a G-string on, so not gonna post that. Weight is finally slowly creeping back up. I was 126.8 this morning, so 127. So that's a big difference. God, what a douchebag. You're in an SUV, calm down. Anyway, weight has slowly crept back up. I'll be honest, like, I'm tired of eating all this food. It's been a lot. As you guys will see. I'm gonna post the food at the end. Sorry, I just slipped out my camera. And try to do like a little voiceover. And we have increased it since the full day of eating video that I took, right? So really that was on Monday, and Thursday we increased food. Friday we increased it again. Saturday I ate the same amount and I had no training. So I'm more so worried about my stomach getting distended. So dang it, I meant to bring them with me too. I'm gonna start trying to take some probiotics at every meal, just to make sure everything is digesting how it needs to, because I want to be able to wake up on show day and poop, and I don't want to be bloated. But I also know I have to be waking up heavier if I'm going to step on stage at a little bit of a heavier weight. Which is what I'm trying to do, guys. Like, I want to step on stage with the fullness that I had at Chattanooga. So, but I was just eating normal food then. I wasn't trying to eat all this excess of food. So, yeah. Trying to step on stage at like 1:30, but I'm not gonna get there. I know I'm not. But hopefully I can get to like a good 128, maybe 128 and a half, which will be an improvement from Universe, where I think I likely stepped on stage. Well, I may have stepped on, actually, I think I did step on stage know, I feel extremely full. I feel like, because I feel so heavy in my stomach, like my stomach is just bloated out. But he would be honest with me. Like, he's told me before if I've been bloated. So I guess we're just gonna keep rolling as is. I'm just gonna do my best and go from there. Anyway, checking out, guys. I hope you have all had a wonderful week. Wherever you are in the world, just try to be a good person and don't be an asshole. Okay, so meal one. I have 2 slices of sourdough here. I choose things that have minimal ingredients. Okay, so I have 2 slices of sourdough. This just has your sourdough culture, water, flour, salt. Boom, that's it. I have homemade jam down here. This is blueberry. So again, gelatin, blueberries, and some sugar. That's it. I have real cheese on top. That's Asiago. This is 1 ounce. And again, I don't do the fat-free. I don't do the slices or the sprinkle stuff. It's got extra additive stuff in it. I do the block of cheese and I cut it myself. And then I have 3 eggs down here. So these eggs came from one of Ryan's clients that has chickens. So these are your true pasture-raised eggs right here. So I've got 3. And then I have a half a scoop of Dymatized ISO 100 mocha latte in my coffee. So that is going to be meal number 1. All right, here is meal number 2. So meal number 2 is 5 ounces of yogurt. Like I said, I like the Faye or the Siggi's. I've got 1 cup of blueberries and 2 tablespoons of coconut manna. All right, guys, next meal, we have 4.5 ounces of lean ground turkey, 5 ounces of potatoes. It's hard to see, but they're in there. And then 1 tablespoon of Kerrygold butter. And there we go. Okay, post-workout, we have got a half a cup of cream of rice. This is Bolognese brownie batter. And I have 1 scoop of protein powder in water. So there we go. That is post-workout. And a little snack before my next meal, I'm going to have a pack of protein bites. My client Jennifer makes these. And that's going to kind of be like my fats. Okay, last meal. We have a pancake here. There's 2 whole eggs, 1 pack of reduced sugar, maple and brown sugar oatmeal, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a half a cup of blueberries, and then I did sprinkle on a little bit of Lily's chocolate morsels. There is also 1 tablespoon of honey on this and some sugar-free syrup.